So since changing the clutch pads on the CB125, I've done right on about 800 kilometres, which means it's time to change the oil. It probably won't show up on the camera, but the colour of the oil in there is disgusting. It's grey. The new clutch pads have bedded in and left a pretty terrible residue in the oil, so we're gonna crank it open and just see what kind of quality. It's a bit of a windy day today, unfortunately, so I hope that it's not just going to blow out the microphone on the GoPro. Oh, there we go. Oops. There goes my washer. Look at even on my fingertips, the colour of that oil is disgusting. Oh, come on! The fucking wind. I didn't consider that the wind might blow the oil around. This is killing my back. And we've got far too much oil in the system. I topped it up before my last ride and threw a little bit too much in there, so there's another reason why I wanted to get rid of this oil. All right, the rest of that can drain into the drip tray. Look at the shittiness of that. Oh, I wasn't counting on this wind. Just look at the color of the residue. That is what was in my engine. I don't think I could have changed that any later. All right, so I need to go on, clean this container out and measure out my fresh oil. So try and clean up all that oil that's spilt, because that's a bit shit. Last thing I want is oil droplets blowing all over the tyre. So we're measuring out 800 ml. We put 600 ml in first, and then cycle the bike for 5 minutes, and then top up the last 200 ml as needed. This wind is blowing oil all over the place, and I broke my proper funnel, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about doing it like this. Slow and steady. Okay, another 100 ml. All right, let's try and protect that from the wind. Now we're going to run the bike for a couple of minutes just to cycle that oil through, and then we should be able to top up the last 200 ml. So the bike has been running for about 5 minutes now. So we're going to check the level on our dipstick and top it up as we need to. Now I've got a fresh piece of cloth here because I want to see, you can still see that it's got that discoloration in it like the last time, because there's still dirty oil on the other side of the block, but nothing compared to what it was in the first place. I don't want to do this in high wind. In my opinion, regardless of what you get on the dipstick, if you're measuring out your oil properly, 800 ml is all you need. And that probably won't show up on camera. It's just right. Yep. Dipstick is full. So now all I need to do is grab my rag wherever I left it and give the bike a good wipe down, because I don't want any excess oil blowing straight back onto the rear tyre. This would be bad. We're just making sure that that washer isn't leaking. I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about going for a ride in wind like this, but I think screw it, I'll do it anyway. So yeah, I probably left that oil change a little bit too long. The state of that oil was worse than anything I've ever seen before. So that was about 800 kilometres. I probably should have done it after no more than 500. So I think I will probably do another oil change sooner rather than later, just to flush out the rest of that crap. That's it. That's all there is to it.